And one.
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Super High Intensity team. Where we last left off, the uh, the group found out that they were now on the wrong side of some very interesting dream creatures' opinions. So, fleeing Briarfield, which was the city where they were all staying for the time being, they went to go gather troops, gather allies for a coming war that they still have very little insight into. As they did so, they went to Besmos's home island, a surprisingly civilized place. Very surprising from what you all have seen from Besmos in the past. But it is a very full island with a massive metropolis larger than the one that you even came from minutes beforehand. You were then met by one of the priests, Besmos, where you and your party were informed that your wife had fallen into an unconscious state that they could not wake her from. Going to investigate and try and fix whatever was going on with her, you ended up placing your hand on her forehead, and because of the bond that you two have, that you made through your ritual, you were transported into her mind. But it was a space slightly outside of it. Everything shifted around you. You still saw her laying down before you, but everything went black around you, and you heard a voice welcoming you to what he called as his play space. And that is where we left off. So, Besmos,
Yes.
you turn around, keeping one hand on your wife as a sign of protection, and you see a 11 to 12 foot, well-muscled, humanoid-looking man. He's shirtless, wearing these kind of long, baggy silk pants. You can see down at the bottom of his legs, he is barefoot, or I should say bare-hoofed. You see his skin is all red, this deep kind of blood red. He does have these long horns kind of curling out of his head. But as he doesn't look terrifying, he looks almost beautiful. Too beautiful.
Huh.
And you see he has a pair of kind of furled behind him black feathered wings on his back. And he just stands before you.
Do I know who this is at all?
I'll say roll a d20, and on a 20, you may have heard something.
No. No.
No,
No.
you have no idea who this is.
Uh,
Absolutely no clue.
I'm just gonna look to my left, look to my right. Who are you?
He smiles at you. Pearly white teeth, all in perfect straight rows. And his eyes kind of glint as he steps forward a little. He's about 15 feet away from you. And he starts to step closer and he goes, I am the man in charge of that school in Briarfield.
Oh,
I regret nothing.
you're the guy. Okay. Hi.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Is there some sort of problem here? Because I kind of
Yeah. See, you went and you messed with my plans. And then you had the audacity to run away. So, knowing that you were so closely bound to someone else, I had to get your attention somehow. I imagine that must have left a bit of a headache. Sorry about that.
it was a bit, just a bit.
Yeah.
I see. So, can we just go? Is that
No.
No.
You cannot. See,
No.
what's going to happen here is you are going to start doing things for me. You are going to repair the problems that you have caused. And in return, I will give you your wife back.
I see. Okay.
Question. Do any
You're
of
not
us
there.
do any of us sense anything strange going on with the Besmos as far as divine magic goes?
Nope.
Fuck. All right.
What do you need?
Well, I'll be reaching out. Do you agree?
I'm just gonna look over to my wife, and I'm looking for a response.
Roll
Yeah,
a perception check.
like a shake head yes or shake head no. Perception. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're too busy to say.
It sounds like he's getting yelled at. You're gonna plant more monster seeds at the college.
Oh god, poor Trin.
Can't stop me. I'll keep doing it, goddammit.
So, what do we got to roll to bring Jesus in this to save him?
Jesus doesn't exist in this world. You're screwed.
There has to be an equivalent.
There is a sort of, kind of equivalent, but not really.
Bahamut, turn the water into wine.
More like Bahamut's son.
Oh god, I don't remember which one that was.
So what are the odds I can pray to my god for assistance? Just like, not specifically for Mike, but in general with all of this bullshit.
Wait, I'm confused. Here, I'm gonna mute the stream for a minute. Back up, and we're back up. Okay.
So
Yeah, 20.
yeah, I got a 20.
You got a 20? No visible response from her. You do notice with that 20, when you approached her, before you placed your hand on her, her eyes were closed. She was asleep. here, laying on this same kind of stone tablet that she was laying on before, in this empty kind of void space, she's still laying there in the same position that she was, but her eyes are open. There doesn't seem to be any response, any sort of indication that she even has any awareness of what's going on around her. She's just staring up.
Weird. Can I answer that later?
His smile kind of twists a little bit into a sneer just at the edge. And he goes, "No."
Shit. I don't have any sort of way to contact them. I can't. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Let me cut your head off.
What?
Listen, banishing demons, it's just the whole thing.
I don't think that. No, I don't think that's how
We're
that
not
works.
at the Temple of Cord right now.
No, they would have punched his head off. That's why I said chop.
What happens if I refuse?
You'll never see your wife again.
We can get you an upgrade.
Shut up! No, you won't.
I mean, apparently what he says, you won't see her soul again. You'll see her body whenever it's right there. I mean,
Yeah, you're into the whole, necrophilia, right?
And you could also renege on the deal.
There you go.
All right, I'll accept it.
No!
Okay. I'm going to send you something.
Okay.
I want you guys to know the moment I meet this guy, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that was all me. Freaking on. Fucking type me.
He pulls out a contract.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Satan walks up and you need to sign that.
Oh no, that won't work for you. That's stupid. I see that right now, obviously. It's okay. I will share it a different way.
I do not like this. It's called the Devil's Contract. I do not like this.
Literally, oh god.
I'm literally making the deal with the devil.
I hope you know when I have to chop your head off, it's not because I wanted to. It's because my God told me to.
Why don't you chop his head off so I can not get my head chopped off?
You know, we here at the Church of Bahamut like the easy routes.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Hush, Wolf, he doesn't need to know that. It's not in the contract.
Can it be in this contract? Can that be in this contract?
We here at Grong Industries.
Grong Industries.
Anvil and
Wow.
Anvil Industries. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This should work.
Give him the old anvil.
We don't have to chop off your head. I can shank you instead. That is an option.
No, I don't think that's the right.
If you prefer to die a different way, I can accommodate.
We got this, Tren. We are Anvil Inc.
What did you send? No. Actually, can you do that to him?
Well, probably not.
If you can do that to him, then I'd be very thankful.
Oh. Why do you gotta make us deal with the demon
Being
lord?
very difficult with me. Here we go. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful.
I will name 100 of my 9,000 children after you, Grung. If you manage to kill this thing.
Oh, That's a tall order, but I'm kind of tempted to for just that many Grongs being released on the world.
It's 100. It's 100 Grongs. That's like a drop in the bucket for lizards
What do
and
I
children.
get if I kill it? What do
I'll name 100 of. I'll name 100 kids after.
100 mooses? I like this.
Yeah, 100 mooses.
Fairy folk.
There we go.
Mike, throw in a book about my life, and I'll do it.
I don't think Besmos can write.
He doesn't have to write it. Someone else can.
My wife possibly can write.
Can he read?
I don't know. I don't think Besmos.
Roll a d20.
Let's find out. I don't know.
He has an above-average intelligence from doesn't he?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean a formal education.
14.
14? Yeah, he can read most things. Especially in this contract, the larger words will very much confuse him.
Wait. Besmos, call for your lawyer. Tell him you can't sign.
Can I call my lawyer? Can I call my lawyer?
Get me in there.
Does Besmos ask that?
Yeah, Besmos asks.
I am his lawyer. I'm his legal representation.
The man in front of you goes, No, I don't think so. This isn't one of those situations.
Can I put a hand in her forehead and see if I get to enter?
We'll get back to you in a second.
Alright, let me just read this real quick.
So this is the 23rd day of the month of the year 826. You see the name of the beneficiary is Destrian Morningstar. Or Morningfall. Morningfall. Sorry.
Dude really is Satan. Oh no.
Or yeah. The grantor. You are the beneficiary.
Before the diabolical courts in Plethagos?
Yep.
What the fuck is this?
I'm really interested in this contract.
Yeah,
now.
I kind of want to see this.
Can I send it to them? Like they
No.
I won't metagame. I'm just interested.
Wait, I took criminal studies. I feel like I should be involved in this at this point.
DM, you said you wanted to be a lawyer. Get in here.
Yes, Grong is just gonna smack Besmos with an anvil to join.
As Besmos's totally legitimate, totally not crooked and fake lawyer, I need to be in there, okay?
Yeah. Once everything is resolved with this contract, I'll let you guys see what it actually is. But until then, even if you don't really metagame, there are going to be ways that you can metagame further.
I'm gonna make a law degree.
What's up?
How hard will it be for Moose to make a tiny fake law degree?
Not hard. Just go to school for about 6 years.
And can be punishable by up to servitude in the 9 hells or utter annihilation of the guilty party's soul.
Dude, I'm not helping here. I just want to see if you sign it or not.
Repercussions and petition for redress.
Holy shit!
Love it.
Well, did you really take the time to write up a contract for him? Because if so, this is amazing.
No,
this is not mine.
Okay.
I did make a separate contract kind of based on this for the other group because they weren't giving or getting the same things.
Okay.
But
so if I agree to this, I could possibly go to hell for all eternity.
yes.
Or utter annihilation of my very soul.
Is Besmos asking that, or are you asking me?
I'm asking you.
Yes, you could absolutely lose your soul.
Fuck.
Look, just sign the name Grong. It'll be okay. It'll be fine.
Wait, no, I heard that.
Can I sign
Well,
this
it also
actually-
requires the beneficiary's blood, so.
Okay.
I was hoping you could sign someone else's name.
Do
I have the
I
right to.
have anybody's vial of blood on me by chance?
To the fuck? When did you take that? God damn it.
I mean,
If you look a little farther up the contract, I believe
no.
you cannot sign for anybody else, and nobody can sign for you.
Don't worry about it.
General stuff like that.
Wait, let me sign
The
for him.
devil can't force you to sign anything.
I'll sign for you, Trent. Don't worry. We'll get you a 50%
You-
loan interest rate.
You sign this out of free will.
And if I don't sign, I'm gonna ask him. So if I don't sign this, my wife is gone, just outright gone. What are you doing with her exactly?
Oh, well, that's none of your concern. The deal is simple, my friend.
I mean, no. There's a lot of big words.
There's a lot of. I'm just gonna say. Actually, no. There is a lot of big words. Here and after, beneficiary.
He's slowly reading it out loud like a kindergartner.
Beneficiary.
You
don't know
see
what
him
that
just like mouthing the words. His
With
tongue
my
is sticking out of his mouth
my
a little bit.
lizard lips and tongue. Yeah.
It's hot.
If you annoy him enough, he'll go away.
I need to think. If I break this, I could go to hell. If I don't accept this, she's definitely going to hell. Or
See, if you
worse.
trade my soul, Musa will thrive down there. It's okay. Musa will thrive. It's all right.
Beans don't have souls, fun fact.
Fuck.
So no, you wouldn't.
Well, he doesn't know my name. It's okay.
Or
Just so he'll trade Musa. It's just I don't have a soul. It's all right. He'll get nothing out of me.
or actually, DM, you know what? You're probably right about that.
Also, you said never. No, there's just a very low chance you'll see your wife again. It's never zero. It's just really, really low. Keep that in mind.
If I refuse, though, I very much could get her back. Possibly.
I mean,
Fuck. Can I write on this contract, Mr.
can he add to it? Oh,
Who are you asking? Me or Destrian?
The Destrian. Can I
he
add
wants,
to this?
he wants to add clauses.
What
I want to add a clause.
What would you like to add before we
No
add
harm
anything? I'm
shall
not an unreasonable man.
no harm shall befall to me, the city, or my wife.
Which city?
My city. What did I fucking name it again?
What constitutes as your city?
Make
Oh,
sure you
well,
write it as specific as possible.
Of
so you can't
course, you must see how that would be an unreasonable clause for me to agree to.
How so?
Well, if you breach the terms of the contract, you are going to be harmed. Therefore, creating a
a loop.
paradox in the contract.
Yeah. Okay. But if I sign this, then you can't hurt either of us, correct?
If
Or-
you sign this, No harm will befall your wife.
Only your wife.
Only my wife, eh?
Well, it depends how you, how faithful you are.
Fuck. I'm not saying that out loud. I'm just saying fuck to myself. Clarifying.
Fun fact, Besmos was not already going to hell.
Fun fact, I'm
Only-
probably gonna have to kill Besmos now. Thanks. Don't worry. We'll make sure your wife is well taken care of and compensated for this.
I really wish you had to get me to sign because I don't think he has anyone else other than just me that he could use as leverage. I don't really have anybody. It would have been great.
It's up to you, Tren.
Both moves have repercussions, and we'll see which ones you want to deal
We're
with.
fucked either way.
No, yeah, to be honest. I still don't know how I'm going to convince the Fae to help. I really don't. I don't exactly know anybody in the Fae.
I need silence for like 1 minute.
Okay.
You can deal with them for a minute, Wolf. I need to think.
All right, bud. You can
Okay.
head over to private.
Okay.
I feel like he's going to sign it.
We're fucked.
I don't know. I don't think he is.
Fraz, please, you gotta help me. We're gonna have to kill Besmos. You're gonna have to hold him.
I'll
beat him
think
over
about
the
it.
head.
Either he signs it and we'll have to kill Besmus, or he doesn't, and we're going to have to go to the depths of hell to get his wife back.
I might go to the depths of hell. That sounds fun.
We could probably go get the deck of many things. Oh, get the deck of many things. Have him draw the one that takes his soul.
He can make a he can repaint them. We can get whatever we want.
Yeah, get the one that takes his soul to that one dimension. Then fucking Morningstar here can't have him. Unless he wants to go get him.
It takes his soul to a random place and all of
we
the
can just
planes
think about it.
that
He
is
takes the soul and
guarded
he
by
takes it away.
some eternally damned
All right,
Exactly. It's perfect.
ancient
consider
being.
this. Once he takes the soul, that's the contract fulfilled he breaches, right? So if we afterwards yank the soul away after he's taken it,
Technically,
that's not a breach. That's not a breach of contract. That's not a breach. He got the soul. We just stole it.
We've got two choices. We either kill Besnos or we kill the fucking Satan here.
To be fair, killing Besmus will only prolong the
Since why would killing Besmos ever be an option?
It makes me feel better.
Else do the same thing. It won't really fix much. It'll buy us like a day or so. That's about it.
I mean,
You always want to be an evil character, even when you're a good character.
listen, I wouldn't do it in character
Yeesh.
without reason. But no, if this is the guy that Bahamut's warning us of, we're a little in trouble here, boys. The lizard folk ain't worth getting, losing Besmos.
You guys are in trouble. When I die, I'm just gonna fade to nothingness.
Well, we could just instead kill Besmos' wife. Then he doesn't have.
When
son.
you die,
No, then the entire city's gonna march on you, and we're in the middle of it.
That's true. But
if you step, I'm not getting any part of it. I don't feel like getting murdered by a million lizard men.
Well,
I'd really rather
we
not.
don't have really any other options. We can't really help him.
And if he signs it, we can't really get the lizard men on our side anymore. That's yikes.
I have a question just out of thought, because something you mentioned since Tren's not here. So, if she loses her soul, can't we technically wish her back?
Maybe. You don't know.
Depends on how strong the person holding her soul is, I would assume.
We could always wish to go find the bastard and kill him and then take the soul back.
Probably in the pits of hell or something right now.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know if I want to go down there as a level 9, I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know if you'd want to go there as a level 15. I don't know if you'd want to go there as a level 20.
I don't want to go to hell.
Hell is a
There's-
dangerous place.
Yeah, there are demons down there with a CR level equal to some of the fucking scariest monsters.
Devils.
That's
and-
hell you're walking
yes.
into.
Breed an army of Tarrasques, and we can march. It's okay.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Just
Kill
go
Tarrasque.
kill the Lord of all Devils, Asmodeus. He's only guarded by 999 pit fiends.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Better than the
I think
Demigorgon.
like 8,000 ice devils.
Still better than
Something
the
like that.
Demogorgon.
So what you're telling me is the odds aren't
No,
zero.
it's not actually.
What you're telling me, Wolf, is the odds aren't zero.
No, the odds are very much 0.
I like those odds.
By all means, I would love to
I mean, I know, I'm good. Let's not.
narrate
You
that.
need to believe in Musa, okay?
I mean,
I don't have a plan, but it's
you
okay.
caused all this. You do realize that you are the reason
This
for
was
all
gonna
this.
happen regardless. It's just their eyes would have been on the world instead of just us.
No, that demon thing wouldn't have an issue with bothering us because of the fact that we wouldn't have fucked with this college if you hadn't fucked with this.
I regret nothing.
I regret everything of you.
Musa has 0 regrets.
Fraz, support me here, man.
I plead the fifth.
God damn it, Fraz.
Yeah, neutrality.
As is silent during all of this.
We're gonna, I mean, no matter what, we're gonna have to lure this guy out of fucking hell to kill him. Like, there's no other option. We're gonna
Even then,
have
we have some pretty strong allies to even try.
Well, because you know,
Hey, Royce, you know what happens if you kill a devil outside of hell?
he goes back to hell. No, I know, it's like a lich.
We gotta steal his soul somewhere. That's
But
basically
see,
the
my
end.
thinking, if we kill him, if we lure him out of hell and kill him, we could theoretically have someone down there to try and get the soul out of there at the same time. It'd be a joint operation. It'd be a really stupid and dangerous operation, but I think we've got the right fairy to do it.
Under the bus.
Because
When was the last time you saw this rogue actually sneak?
Yeah, exactly. You caused this.
Hey.
You're fixing it.
Hey, everything I've tried to sneak into like ancient dragons and shit, it's not a fair comparison.
The way I see it, we send Musa to hell to get the soul back while we deal with him in the overworld. And then, if Musa dies, well, okay, we pay. At least the whole thing's been paid off.
No, he wants all of you. He doesn't just want me anymore. He wants all of you dead.
Yeah, but you're the one who caused this whole situation for all of us.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah, apparently not. Otherwise, he'd make the contract with you.
He just knows it was the part. He just knows it was the 3 of us and not you, Grog. You're the only guy here that they don't really know did anything because you weren't there.
Yeah, I know. That's what sucks. I'm happy I wasn't there because I don't want to be the one involved. I've already given Bahamut enough troubles. Alright, Trent's still taking his minute. He's thinking. He messaged me. He's like, just as a heads up, this is a demon, so we do have to kill it in hell. I'm like, yeah, no, I know.
That's what we're talking about, you know.
It's like, I asked
You
him,
guys
like,
are plotting and planning.
I messaged him. I'm like, how is Besnos about remarrying? Because I'm gonna be
We need
honest.
to go on
Man.
a journey of getting the most exotic poison ingredients. I need something that can kill Satan. We have a mission in front of us.
I mean,
I must travel to all dimensions.
Am I cold-hearted to say if it was either my wife's soul or my soul, I would give up my wife? I'm sorry.
Yes, you're cold-hearted. You're
I
a
mean-
terrible person.
No, you're cold-hearted, yeah, but it's self-preservation. It's
I don't want to die.
it really depends how much you actually love your wife. That's the real question.
I mean, he hasn't seen his wife in ages. I figure, there's a disconnect there.
It's been like 3 months.
He can remarry. I'm just saying. All right, hi, Trent.
This is all happening in like split seconds.
Yep.
Would like
All
to,
right.
oh my God, to make divine poison.
Okay. No, fuck you. Double middle
Okay.
finger, slap my wife on the ass as the traditional goodbye for lizard folk.
Let's fucking go.
We
You
just made
see-
the enemy of Satan.
His smile completely fades. And he goes, fine. So be it. And he unfurls these large black feathered wings and thrusts them forward as if he was kind of flinging this huge gust of air at you. And as you're like knocked off your feet, you are falling through this empty black void. And you fall and fall and fall. And all of a sudden, your hand feels like it's on fire and you pull it back. And you look around you and you are back in the temple of this moon goddess, you look around. Your companions are right behind you. As you went up and touched your wife, Grong, Maxwell, Musa, you saw Besmos walk up to his wife, put his hand on her forehead, and immediately recoil.
You good there, buddy? Is that normal for lizard folk?
Where's the priest?
I'm assuming he's still next to us.
The priest is standing kind of in the back of the room, just giving you your space respectfully.
At what earliest convenience can the high priest convene?
Well, what's going on? We can get everyone together within the hour.
There is a danger that is possibly going to befall our people, and I feel the need to warn them of it before anything drastic or dangerous could happen, and we might possibly have to, for the first time in ages, go to war.
War?
War.
With who?
We'll see. Casual stuff.
You guys ever been to Georgia?
You guys ever...
I got a golden fiddle.
I do this silent for so long, and he comes out with that. Okay.
Oh, fuck. I can't remember the guy's name. Wolf, what was the guy's name? I'm gonna write this down this time.
Destrian.
Destrian. Alright. Okay. His name
How
is...
the hell did Royce get Morningstar from Destrian?
Don't ask.
Destrian Morningfall.
Oh, that's why.
No, not Morningstar. Destrian...
It's Morningstar, yeah.
I broke the DM!
Yes, Morningfall.
Pedestrian morning. By me.
Not Destrian, to Satan.
To Satan.
to Satan. To Santas.
I'm calling him that when I meet him. Hey, to Satan, how you doing?
To Satan. To Santas. A devil. I say blankly to his face.
He just kind of nods and rushes out of the room.
Besmos.
Besmos, you kind of turn back to where you just had your wife, on this kind of tablet of stone where she was laying, and she is gone.
All right, let's go. If any of you wish to accompany me, that
I'm
is
climbing on his shoulder.
all right.
If
If any of you wish to accompany, I'm going to be gathering some friends from here.
Besmos, I mean, maybe I'm not the most charismatic one of the group here, but you said demon?
Devil.
Devil?
No, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
I'm a little concerned.
Dream Devil.
Which devil?
Destrian Morningfall.
Do I know you by this
What
name?
do I know about Destrian? Okay.
Okay, anybody who wants to, I'll give you the same offer, because this is an extremely obscure name. Roll a d20. On a natural 20, you know something. Grong, I'll allow on a 19 or a 20.
Oh, okay, I was just gonna roll religion, but that works.
No. No, none of us know Destrian.
This is more of a luck thing than actually knowing
Does
religion.
the High Priest know Destrian?
We'll find out.
The high priest is gone.
Yeah, we'll
He
find
ran
out
out.
later. That's fine.
All right.
Good buddy. Your wife also vanished. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I told him to fuck off,
Uh,
and he took my wife.
you told a devil.
Not now.
So we're going to hell. Got it.
Yes, actually, and
You
we're going
guys.
to kill him.
You got it.
If I may, good buddy, as I try and put my arm around his shoulder, knowing he's taller than me.
He puts it on like
You reach
my
all
upper
the way
thigh.
up, and you can reach like maybe his elbow.
Good buddy. If I may recommend, hell's a dangerous place.
Yeah.
You know what would be
Moose
really
the-
useful in hell? An army.
An ice cube.
No, an army of.
Roll. I need everybody to roll a history or religion check.
+6, finally. Fuck me, really? Fuck you. Rolling dice roller.
10.
19. I'm a genius.
14.
I got a 9.
Oh, I might know something. I've got this.
Grong, you never really. I mean, in your short time where you were able to.
You just call me short.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
In the short time when you were able to transfer some of your levels into cleric, you did some studying in the temple. Oh no, not.
I've still got 4 levels in artificer.
Yeah. You did some studying at the temple. You aren't familiar with a whole lot to do with the Hells. You mainly covered the history of Bahamut and what he believed and the kind of religion around that. You still know, based on his history, his ultimate rival is Tiamat, the 5-headed dragon goddess, who is chained in hell. You know that there has been a war going on for longer than humans, elves, dwarves have existed between the demons of the abyss and the devils of hell. Sending their armies into each other's realms. Musa, adding to that, you know that devils, while being the easiest to kind of, in your Fey opinion, trick and manipulate into signing away their own power into contracts, being a Fey being yourself, and no mere mortal, demons are extremely susceptible to shows of power, and they will roughly follow anything that they respect as more powerful than them.
So, as Musa knows,
So,
it's possible if we're strong enough to get them down.
Yes.
Okay.
In terms of taking an army into hell, there is no force that has been doing it longer or more successfully than the demons.
So that's our entrance. All right.
That's our end. We're actually gonna fucking talk to people.
We can get as many armies as we want, but we have to get the demons on our side.
We're going to absolutely body this man. I'm just
We're
letting
not.
you all know.
Why?
We're gonna body him.
How am I the only one with sense here?
We're going to body
Because
him.
you're a good character.
Because
I'm
this
also good.
is pretty fun.
Listen,
Yeah, this is the party of
But
battle.
honestly, I think it's gonna be absolutely awesome to march an army into hell and literally just fuck over
I'm
Satan.
gonna
So,
Hold
I'm
on,
gonna step
hold on,
up
hold
in
on.
front of
Hey.
them for a second and look at them all and go,
Oh, wait. Doesn't this
Okay.
mean we're taking Follow You to Hell and back to a whole new meaning?
Shut up.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm gonna step up in front of them and go, so you guys, let me get this right, Besmos. You want us to get an army. Take back that town we were in. You want me to convince my clan to go to hell to fight this creature for your
Maybe they'll
wife.
find Aiden there.
I highly doubt
That
he's
is
in
fair.
hell. I highly
It's
doubt.
possible. As far as we know, it's possible.
Until I find out that he is, I am not committing my entire clan to going to hell. I don't care who this person is. Unless they are Bahamut themselves, I am not going down there.
You're more than welcome to not accompany
Are you
us
saying
on
your
that
clan
portion
doesn't
of
want
the trip.
trophies from devils? Are you saying you don't want devil schools?
No, I don't. Because think about this. We go there, we die, we're stuck. We don't get to come back out.
It's a glorious final battle.
I don't want no glorious... I'm not looking to die gloriously. I'd like to live to a ripe old age.
You're more than welcome to
You
not join us
are in
in
the
that.
wrong party to live to a ripe old age.
My God has no reason to go down, to send me down there.
You're more than welcome to not accompany us on that portion of the journey.
You will die.
We're still going to be. We're still going to be going to the city. That is the first and utmost priority. If you do not wish, all of you, if you all do not wish to come and join me in this, you are all more than welcome. However, eventually, once that is complete, I am going to be going. You may all follow if you wish. If not, that is fine.
I tell you to go to hell, but you know.
God damn you, Maxwell. Unless there's a reason, I can't say I'll follow you, but for now, I'll support in any way I can, besides going to hell.
This is fine. I'm going to go gather my friends. I don't know when the high priest is coming back. I don't know if he'll be coming back to this room. He said in an hour, correct, Wolf?
He said he could have everyone gathered in about an hour.
Okay.
Or maybe he's just telling people that you're a fucking heretic or something.
We need an army, Besmos. And do you think you can unite your people at this point?
What do you mean unite? We're all united.
I mean, someone needs to lead them.
Of course.
So, unless you're their king, we need someone to basically pledge to our cause first.
Well, I'm not a king. And the king, I will use air quotes, he's asleep.
Oh.
Okay, wake him up. I mean...
We don't do that here.
Define asleep. I'm interested.
You don't do that here?
That's why Moose is interested. He wants to know why. He doesn't know their culture. He's interested.
What is it, a giant dragon or something? Like
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
No. Actually, where's the Lord? Where's the Lord?
There's no one in the
You would know that the Lord resides up in this kind of palace that resides pretty much near the peak of this large volcano. It is the kind of centralmost part of the city. Everything kind of leads up this side of this mountain in this kind of pyramid-like shape, and it is at the top.
Okay.
There is a spring that has been magically implanted there that runs out of his palace and through the city in this kind of large flowing river.
I see.
Yeah.
When most likely when we'll be doing the meeting will be there. I'm assuming, Wolf. That's usually where the meetings happen. Right?
Yes.
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 You will all get to meet him once the meeting with the high priest is commenced. But till then, I'm going to go gather my comrades from here. It'll
Well,
be it'll be about an hour till we go to the meeting. If you guys wish to have a tour during that time, I would be more than happy to show you around as I go in search of my friends.
yeah. Are there any dwarves up this far? Maybe we can
No.
gather some extra. Oh, okay.
There's no one here besides Lizardman.
Well, I mean, then yeah. I guess for now, besides hopefully gathering as many under the banner to try and march them back. Sucks
Because he said that, Musa will look at his hand and be like, "Am I a lizard?" Because I'm here.
Shut up, Musa. Shut up.
Maybe we can arrange that later. Tiny man.
Do you know, good Besmos, do you happen to know of any smiths in the area? I need to put a special order in for something that maybe one of your smiths would understand.
Being a hunter, I feel like I would know some of the, not only that, but like basically a hero of this place, I would know some of like the best smiths in this area.
You would know of some very good ones, but being the kind of hunter that you are, more based around your magic,
My wild shape.
and wild shaping prowess, rather than the more, weapon focused, you would still know some very, very good ones. Just maybe not have a lot of experience with the best in the entire city.
Okay. Yes, I know of some good smiths here.
Okay.
If you would like, I can take you there.
That would be very helpful.
Okay. Alright, I guess we're going. Anybody else want to go anywhere in particular while we're here?
No. I'll just be coming with you.
Okay, Maxwell?
I also need something for the blacksmith.
Okay. Well, then let's go to the blacksmith first, and then I'll go find my friends.
Alright. You head down the mountain out of this sort of palace district, if I had to equate it to anything in most kind of medieval fantasy cities, but it's very, it's still extremely different from anything most of you have ever seen. As you walk down these kind of constructed, carved out roads that are carved out of the mountain, you make your way down through these streets, which are bustling with all different colors and sizes and shapes of lizard people. You see dozens and dozens of smaller, kind of hunched over lizard people, carrying wood and stone and other building supplies that just run past you, in the same direction that you're going. You see these large, like, almost, I mean, almost as large as Maxwell, these two lizard people, both kind of slung mauls over their shoulder, just kind of laughing and talking with each other in their own tongue as they walk through the street past you guys. You make your way down into the more artisan district, if you will. Although there are many, many artisan districts throughout the city, this is one that you would know houses a lot of the higher tier blacksmiths that your city has. And you bring them to all these buildings look very, very similar. They don't look very distinguished from each other. They just have small little bits of writing here and there on the outside of the buildings, labeling them as what they are, just carved into the stone of the buildings. And you make your way in to this large limestone building that, even in itself, is built up in this kind of Aztec pyramid, building, with the top being completely empty on top, so as to let the heat and smoke and stuff rise up out of this building. And you enter and you see this large, massive forge in the center of the room. These huge flames and these burning red coals and this huge, probably 10-foot diameter fire that's being stoked by these massive bellows that you see are made out of these different colors and shades of dinosaur hide, these skins that you've never seen before. And you see a kind of smaller lizard folk. Smaller than Besmos, but you see it's still very well muscled from just a lifetime of hammering and hammering and hammering away in the forges. You would know this man, Besmos, as Zodichaka.
Zodichaka. Do I?
Yes.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
God damn it.
I did not. Oh. Yeah, no, this is not one that. Okay, we made. Okay,
No,
I
it
just
is
want to make sure. Why, hello there, sir, Zodichaka. I'm just gonna wave to him.
You're speaking in your own tongue?
Yes, my own tongue.
Okay. You call out to him, and he's only about 30 feet away from you in the center of this large, massive smithing room. But it's very loud in here as he's clanging away at one of his anvils, and you see he has a few apprentices in the other sides of the room. And the fire is kind of roaring loudly. You call over and he just kind of looks up. You see his eyes are this kind of pale, milky white color. Like he's starting to lose a bit of his vision to disease or otherwise. But as he sees you, he immediately smiles and goes, Besmos! It has been some time.
It has. I took a left and I just got lost in the forest. It was very strange.
Ah, those lefts are tricky.
Those
And
lefts are
he comes over, he sets down the piece of metal that he was working on and his hammer, and he comes over and slaps you right in the face.
I slap him right back.
Mm-hmm.
My two
Says,
compatriots.
it is good to see you.
It is wonderful to see you as well, my friend. My two compatriots here, as I gesture over to Grong and Maxwell, are in
Yes.
search of some sort of equipment. I'm not sure exactly what they need, but knowing of your talents, I'm sure you'd be able to provide for them. They do not
Strange
speak
folk.
our tongue. Yes, they are strange folk. They're
He's
not from
getting really close to you, Grong, and he's kind of looking you up and down from like a foot away.
I pop my wings out.
Oh, you do? Okay, out of the armor you see these massive platinum-scaled dragon wings shoot out of the armor. And he immediately recoils. Not from any like unholiness, just like that was super surprising to pop out the wings in his face.
You two might be able to
and-
learn from one another.
It appears so. I've never seen armor such as this.
I'm gonna retract the wings.
I'm gonna,
You retract the wings, and he comes back close to you, and just starts like looking you up and down. He smells you a little bit. He starts like playing with your hair at the top of your head because he's never seen hair before.
Good sir, good sir, please do not touch the priest.
Does he speak common, Wolf?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
He goes, "Oh, I'm very sorry about that.
Well, it's
Didn't
alright.
realize you were a priest."
It's not the weirdest thing we've had happen since we've gotten here. In all honesty, my name is Grong, Troll Bleeder. This is my compatriot Maxwell, and I grab Musa out of my shoulder, portion of my
Not in
armor.
your shoulder.
You're on.
He's
on
my shoulder.
Besmos' shoulder.
On Besmos' shoulder. I'm out of your reach. He's too tall.
Still reaching into my armor out of habit, realizing Moose is not there, and go, oh, and the ferry is somewhere around here somewhere.
In typical fairy fashion, I'm gonna fly a loop around the blacksmith before landing back on Besmos' shoulder.
He immediately thinks you're some sort of jungle fly for a second, and
No!
he swats at you before he sees what you actually are, and he goes, "Ah, okay."
I'm gonna say to Musa, I would not do that here. We do raise and devour insects for consumption to help with our food situation.
Musa will bow a little bit. Okay, no traditional Fae greetings. Right.
Yeah, no, I would not do that.
He says in your tongue, Besmos, he does look delicious.
I'm going to say in my tongue, I agree. I would have eaten him a long time ago as well. However, he's quite useful.
Understood.
Good,
Wow.
sir.
Okay.
You wouldn't know that I said that.
No, I don't.
He goes,
But wow.
yes.
Yes, my friend and I are looking to commission a couple of pieces of equipment if you're interested.
Always. What can I help you with? A friend of Besmos is a friend of mine.
Well, we are compatriots at the very least. I am looking for...
Yes, friends, and he slaps you across the face and walks back over to his anvil.
Oh, he's walking to his grong. Interesting.
God damn it. I just, rub my cheek. Maxwell, I'm gonna kill this man.
Stop. We need him for the armor.
Oh, good sir. If you're interested, I am looking to get some gauntlets designed. Very simple concepts. Something that has a small enough hole in the palm for, say, something to shoot out of and to be fire resistant.
Interesting.
And it needs to be able to have enough room to fit something in there.
What are you intending on firing out of it?
I point at the ferry.
I am not ammunition.
Well, I can create it with a firing mechanism, but that's no simple task.
It doesn't need a mechanism inside of it. I just need it to be roomy enough that the Fae folk can fit, and able to shoot out poison darts, and so on and so forth.
Can I let out a tiny burp of fire?
Yeah, you let out a tiny little burp of fire, and he goes, "Oh, that's cute." And he comes back over and tries to reach up and grab you, Musa, out of the air.
I will sort of crouch over so that way he has easier
Yeah,
access.
I'll climb in his hand. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
You climb into his hand, and he's holding you like a hammer, not like
Oh no. No.
in his palm. And he just brings you up super close to his face, so you can smell the dinosaur on his breath, and he holds you up to one of his large reptilian eyes, and he's just looking you up and down, taking your measurements, and he goes, "And who would be wearing this gauntlet?"
I would, in this case.
Would it go over the gauntlets you're already wearing?
I'm currently wearing that you can't take off.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't. Maxwell.
Someone else has to wear it. Maxwell or Besmos, take your pick.
I'm gonna look at Maxwell and
Besmos.
go.
Besmos. Besmos.
Besmos is a druid. He doesn't wear armor.
Oh my fucking god, I'm not wearing this shit.
Besmos is immune to fire, so I wouldn't hurt him when I do it, to be fair.
That's true.
But I don't wear armor. I don't really.
He can't wear metal. Ask a fucking leather worker for this shit.
Have to be a leather worker or something. It just wouldn't be metal.
That's a fair point.
I mean, I work with leather too.
Yeah, no, I'm aware he works with plenty of materials.
Yeah, I am a master craftsman.
Alright, if you can craft something that Besmos can put on his hands to fit the little one in, that would be great, and it would not burn the gloves up, would be the main goal.
To create something that would be fire resistant is to enchant it.
Yes.
That is also no simple task.
Yes, and I assume my family's not well known out this far, so I probably don't have enough pull to explain to you that anything you create will be given great notoriety.
Oh my god, are you seriously gonna go fucking tell him he's gonna get
Shut up.
exposure?
Shut up!
Yeah,
I'm an
you're gonna get
influencer.
exposure.
God damn it! I'm an
No.
influencer.
No,
I apologize, my friend, but notoriety means less than nothing.
I also
to me.
have 100 gold pieces I'm willing to pay for this.
Wolf, if I remember right, there's no cost.
Gold
correct?
also means nothing to me.
Well, it's a challenge.
Your shiny metals are nothing.
I'm gonna look
I-
at Cosmos. If I can get out of this man's hand, is he still holding me?
He is. It's
I
not
wanna-
a super tight, like
I'm
crushing
going to-
grip, but he's holding you kind of tightly.
I'm just gonna like do a
I'm
little.
I just want to look at Besmos. So you guys do bartering here, right? Closer to bartering than actually paying, right? Or
If I remember correct, Wolf, they don't really do bartering.
It's not really bartering either. It's mostly just people doing things for each other.
because I have a magic item that's not too powerful that I don't really use.
It's not really bartering. It's just you give and you get.
Oh, your people make no sense to me.
I'm willing to get the immovable rod.
I have a phoenix feather here. Would that cover everything?
I didn't mean to roll initiative.
Oh.
I didn't mean to do
I mean, generally, we do not use any form of currency or bartering.
This isn't
But
currency,
if you are
this is-
willing to offer that up, I am more than willing to bump back some of the orders that I've already had stacked up and work on yours only for the next few days.
Well, as we're about to go fight a devil, apparently. Yeah, that'd be probably our best bet.
Yeah, and I also
Do not
what?
say that, Grom.
What's wrong with that, Besmos? There's no problem. It's known at this point.
Fighting a devil.
Yes, it appears we're gonna be going. It appears at some point we're gonna be marching into hell in the far future to kill
very,
devils.
very far future.
Keep
And I
it a
can't
little. Keep it a little quiet. Though.
I
I don't want anyone knowing of it at the moment, and I'm going to look over at Grong and give him a death eye.
As someone who's very good at social cues, I'm going to completely ignore that and go. It's already
What's your
known."
passive insight?
I mean, even
12.
if he passes, he's just gonna ignore it.
Oh, you're just ignoring it. Okay.
I was just doing a general charisma check to see if I could, just in general, and I got a 3. So,
Yeah, that would be insight.
okay. Yeah,
Nevertheless,
we do need this, as we're planning to both liberate back the city we have been trying to save, as well as looking to assist in any way for your own people while we're here. We're trying to gather an army to the best of our ability to take back what has been taken from us.
interesting.
So, if notoriety may not be something of interest to you, at the very least know it's going towards a good cause.
Well, I mean, sure. I was gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, no, he doesn't charge. You would have gotten it anyways. But if you
It
guys
just
want to
takes
give,
time.
I'll just
yeah,
do
it's
it
like a
sooner
queue.
now, I
It's
guess.
just a
Yeah.
queue.
Well, good. Maybe we can... Out of curiosity, I look to Besmos. Are there any worshippers of Bahamut in this city?
Wolf, if I remember correctly, they would most likely, if there are any, they most likely would be at the general temple. So not like
Yeah.
the non-denominational one. Without, yeah.
Yeah. They.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will point him in the direction of the general temple, and I will say, it'll most likely be within there.
Okay, I'm gonna turn and head out to the city for right now while this is getting dealt with.
All right. You've put in your order for that. Anything else the rest of you guys want to do at the blacksmith?
I need plate armor.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I need. Plate armor.
All right, that's it. He goes, oh, You are a large man. What kind of plate armor would you like?
What do you have?
Well, I mean, I was working on a set of plate armor for an individual who unfortunately didn't return from a hunting trip. Let me check this out. One sec.
And then the room went quiet. Didn't come back from a hunt. That's not something we're probably going to have to go take care of later.
We might actually have to.
Hence the sarcasm. Ugh.
I can tell, but I just.
There goes Musa stabbing again.
Roll with that -3 charisma, Tren.
It's actually +0.
Wow, the fucking person who eats people has a higher charisma than me.
I mean, I'm the guy that just randomly shanks makes poisons, and I have a +2. So I mean,
You're just like shank.
I'm pretty charismatic, even though I just kind of stab people.
Cool. So now Besmos is going to shoot fire from his mouth and his hands.
In his hand.
Welcome.
I think the fire ice spit's a little more dangerous, though. I'm gonna be honest.
We don't need to make him into Todoroki here.
He doesn't have the ice though.
I give it time. He's hanging with the right crowd.
No, he's Endeavor. What do you mean?
That's fair.
No, don't post anime Totoro. No, not anime.
That is what I imagine will be Besmos in hell as he's lit aflame.
Yes, but those are like screams of joy.
While the rest of us turn around and head home.
It's Besmos' mighty war cry.
Not even Endeavor. He makes me think more of just. Here we go.
Oh wait, who makes you think
the
of?
fucking firstborn son of Endeavor.
That's Toya.
I know. Like, who makes you think of what?
Giving you the fire glove. This is what I think of.
Oh well, I mean, Besmos already has fucking blue fire. If I remember.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
wonder. I guess I'll have to ask at the church to see if Aiden ever came through here. That might be something.
If there are any Bahamut followers, because there might not be.
I mean, even in general, though, if he had come through, he would have gone to the church.
Yes, but it is non-denominational. So basically,
That's
every
fine.
other god except the
How's Lolth not here?
the four main ones that we worship in this city.
As long as Lolth isn't here, I'm okay with it.
I mean,
It's
they
the
might
only
be
one
out
that
of-
scares
they're
me.
Probably in the general temple. If they're there, they're in the general.
We're gonna meet everybody in the general
Time to
temple. Anyone who
slaughter.
worships.
There are only 4 gods with their own actual temples. The rest are in the general temple.
Also, how does a civilization exist on not trading or bartering?
They just
Who
Get
does
what-
things out of kindness?
It isn't kindness.
Basically, no.
All right.
Sort
Oh.
of shared
Sorry
survival.
about that, guys.
Yep.
I am back. Where was I? Oh yeah, plate armor. Yeah,
Okay.
he goes out into the sort of back corner of his workshop. He kind of pauses by one of his apprentices and takes a look at what he's doing. Kind of smacks him upside the head and points out something to him and kind of like a hushed, whispered lecture, and walks over to the back of the room, where you see he pulls what you didn't see before because it kind of blended into this dark stonework of the interior of this room. You see he pulls this kind of greenish gray with kind of molted brown chitinous armor off the wall. It's strange. It looks almost organic. Like it was pulled off the body of just a massive insect. But he pulls it off the wall, and you see it's covered in runes, but they're not like any runes that you've ever seen. They're more primal. And I mean, you can roll an Arcana check if you would like,
Nah.
or not. Yeah, looks like a cool set of armor that looks to be pretty much plates of, like a huge insect exoskeleton.
14 Arcana.
14.
Yeah.
What you know of most of the civilized magic that you've seen in the city since coming to the Feywild, this is strange and old. Stuff you've never really seen before. But he goes, this is some plate armor that I was doing some work on a while ago. If you want to take it off my hands, by all means.
What's up with the thing? Like the things, the weird things.
The runes?
Yeah, the runes. There we go.
Oh, I don't do a lot of enchanting, but I did practice a little with this.
What they do?
Just makes you quicker, quieter, and it cools you down in the heat of the jungle.
And when I'm not in, fuck it, it's fine. That looks cool. I'll take it. I don't care.
It's air conditioned armor.
All right, you can add scorpion armor to your character sheet. I will add this is scorpion armor without the curse.
Oh,
Wonderful.
But that armor's terrifying with the curse. Oh god.
What does it
It
do?
is.
You take 10d10 45 poison damage. Ow.
For what?
To put it on.
Yeah.
And to take it off afterwards. Ow. Musa.
that's my initiative. Hell yeah. I'm gonna ask if he has, if he wants like a use for my chainmail. Chainmail, yeah, like
His old armor.
Yeah, my old armor.
If you have no use for it, I can redistribute it to someone else.
I'll give it to him.
All right. You hand that over to him as you get changed in this forge. As you don it, do you attune to it?
There's no attunement. Oh, it does, but like.
There is. Yep.
There we go. That
It requires attunement.
who wants the ring of jumping?
No. I just hold on to it and sell it. I mean, I can hold on to it because I've got the bag of holding.
I'll hold on. Legend just a ring. All right.
Alright.
I would ask him
Alright.
for a jean shirt, but there's no way in hell he has anything of my size.
No. Most chains are about as wide as your shoulders.
Yeah.
Just gives you a piece of chain, like an actual chain link.
Enjoy.
I need a fake craftsman at some point. I have to find one eventually who can make me tiny armor.
All right. Anything else you want to do at this blacksmith?
I got good shield. I got good armor, and that's it.
I don't think actually. I don't have any sort of exceptional shield. Good friend, do you have any shield that is possibly better than my current in your inventory?
sorry, hold on.
I just have like a normal shield. It isn't anything fancy.
Ba, 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 ba. Let me see. He goes, I was working on one shield, but I'm sorry to say it didn't turn out as I was hoping. It it was meant to repel any incoming projectiles. You know, some of the beasts in the jungle do like to throw things at us.
Yes.
Yeah, I was imagining like porcupine.
Spit,
Works.
all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Unfortunately, it seems to attract it instead.
Isn't that
It's
a good
a
thing?
very well-made shield, but it will attract
I think that's
projectiles to you.
technically a good thing.
Yeah, that's a really good shield because if it goes to the shield, you shouldn't get hurt at that point unless it pierces through. Does it pierce through?
I guess it depends on what's being, shot at it.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more than happy with that if I could take it off of your hands.
Of course. You can add a arrow catching shield to your
Alright.
inventory.
Arrow catching shield. Add.
When the shield is designed to catch the arrows, every arrow. Hey, we
Awesome.
need an archer in the group because we'll never run out of arrows now.
I mean, technically, I
I'm
can
pretty sure
use,
technically the arrows would hit me then, though. Because, no, like, it doesn't matter whose side.
Well, what we'll do is we'll put you between the enemy and us, and then we'll shoot you.
we could put on an amazing circus act.
Anyways. Oh, I can use my reaction to become the target instead. It doesn't just attract to me randomly. Oh, that's useful.
No.
Okay. Well, that is all that I need. If any of you else need anything, I'm going to look to Maxwell and Musa.
No, I'm okay.
That's all I need.
Anything I,
All right.
Actually, I do have one question, sir.
Yes.
Do you perhaps know where my old party members are at this moment?
Let me think. Well, your wife should be up at her temple.
She actually, sadly, she has passed.
Oh,
Let us not speak of that. It is fine.
I'm sorry to hear that, friend. Your father has also passed since we've last talked.
Oh,
Your brother, Balaam, I believe he should be out hunting at this time, along with Zippel.
I see. Okay. Wonderful. And Yaodel?
That's you.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's not you. That's
Yeah.
right.
Sorry. Different character.
Yeah. He should be out hunting as well.
With Balam and Zip.
Yes. They generally hunt as a party of three.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And
They've taken a liking to taking down some of the larger beasts in the jungle.
as I can imagine, Yodel gets quite hungry sometimes. So
yes, he does.
Akalon as well. Do you know where he is?
Yes, he should be in this district. he set up his own building recently, actually.
Wonderful. We might have
Yeah,
to go look at his wares then.
of
Sometime.
course.
Well,
Yeah, he should be down this main road, two lefts and a right.
wonderful. Okay. Well, thank you, friend. It is wonderful to meet you, and I'm going to slap him on the ass as is tradition.
All right, he slaps you back.
It is that's another tradition we have now. Lovely.
Yep. All right, you you guys head out. Grong, you are walking through this city of lizard folk. Back up to the religious district. You see this still a large temple. It looks somewhat similar to the others that you've seen, though this is also made out of limestone. It's a little smaller than the rest, but you do see many people of all shapes and sizes walking in and out of this temple to do their own personal worship. You head on in, and you see one kind of robed priest, just kind of overseeing the worship as different lizard folk go here and there to give offerings and pray to their assorted, unnamed deities in this city.
Okay. I'm gonna look around. I mean, if there's specifically someone wearing the robes of Bahamut's church, but also look for the oldest priest in the room, specifically as old as possible.
Roll a perception check.
Oh, please don't fail me now. That's a 12.
12?
Mm-hmm.
Looking around, you see absolutely no robes of any god that you recognize.
That's fine.
You-
person works.
Yeah, you only see the one priest in this large, spacious, kind of entry room. I say entry room, but this room makes up the majority of the temple. It seems to be a very open area.
I guess I'll head
There's
to him.
sunlight coming down from the top, and there are torches kind of all about the walls.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll head up to this priest-looking fellow.
Alright, you head up to him.
I'll look and say, "Good sir, if I may have a moment of your time."
He goes, Yes. It's been a long time since I've heard that tongue or seen. Well, I've never really seen anything like you. What are you? And he, similarly to the blacksmith, kind of gets up in your face, just looking you up and down, kind of smells you a little bit.
I am a priest of Bahamut, as well as a gray dwarf, or also commonly known as a Duragar.
What's a dwarf?
Short people that are non-scaly and grow long beards.
Ah,
And I point to the thing on my
is
face.
that what this is called? And he kind of runs his scaly fingers like through the beard, touching it.
That is the case. However, if you ever run into one of our kind, it is against our customs to touch another's beard.
Oh, pardon me.
No worries.
And he kind of
First
takes his hands off.
I appreciate that. I look at the
He,
man. Oh, go ahead.
He goes, I've never seen or heard of this god you mentioned, though this would be the place to worship, if you would like.
I'm not here
We
for
have a number of unnamed deities here.
Yes, I'm not here for worship. I'm actually here to ask something of someone who served this church or this temple for a longer time.
Hmm. Well, I have been around for 382 years.
You would be perfect example then.
Except he said he's never seen a dwarf before.
I do
Yeah, no, there's no one that fucking comes here.
I do have a question of you said I'm the first of my kind you've ever met. Are you
Yes.
okay. I've been looking for someone, and I was curious to see if I could find someone who may have seen him if he had ever come this far north. I highly doubt he had, but as I am here, it does not hurt to ask. And he lived a few hundred years ago, probably, at this point. Similar looking to me, but much crueler, serving a different god.
Well, I apologize. As I've said, I've been around for a long time and never seen anyone that looks quite like you.
Okay.
It is very rare that we have visitors. The last I've seen was shorter than you. Had red robes, bald head, a little skinnier than you. Sounds like he's describing Joe.
I was about to say, Joe.
Sounds like one of the gnomish folk. Keeping my mouth shut on this one, as it's not information that needs to be leaked.
No. That's what they're called.
Well,
I have to tell my friends.
that's unfortunate. I've been looking for my great grandfather, Aiden Trollbleeder, and I wanted to see if he had come through these parts. He was serving a Bahamut once, but the likelihood that he was serving at the time he would have traveled this far is not high. I apologize for wasting your time, and I just kind of sulkingly head back.
No waste, my friend. Any time, you're welcome here.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back to try and find the group.
Oh,
You
you're gonna...
you head back. You make your way through the streets. Roll a survival check.
Oh, please don't let people start greeting me. That's the last thing I need.
I'm gonna get slapped every 5 seconds.
Oh, fucking dice, man. 11.
11.
My mosquito.
Is this against poison by chance?
No, this is to see if you can make your way back to the group. You head down to it looks like the same district that you were in. You think you took this road the entire way.
The worst thing is by and large reduce, it doesn't even do anything because I won't be taller than the buildings.
No.
You're walking around for a solid 30 minutes before you see some symbols that look a little bit familiar on one of the buildings, and you walk into a forge that's going on. You see some people beating some metal around, and you do see the little lizard folk beating away at his metal and shaping some things. None of your companions are here. And we'll get back to you.
Okay.
Besmos, Maxwell, Musa. Yeah. What are you up to?
So,
Make him lay down.
how long do you think it'll be till? How long will my friends be out on hunt? I'm asking you. Like, how long do you think?
They should be back before sundown.
Before sundown, and how
Yeah.
long before sundown is it?
Looks to be a couple hours, probably.
A few hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how long actually till the meeting with the?
This point, probably 45 minutes.
Okay, I've got plenty of time then. I am going to walk over to Akalon's new shop then, if that is the case.
Yeah. absolutely.
I'm gonna wait before that happens. I'm gonna ask Maxwell and Musa: is there anywhere else you guys wish to go?
I don't think anyone here can make things small enough for me to use. I think I'm good.
Okay, Maxwell, are you good?
Nah, unless there's like some weird shop that sells magic items.
We might have. He might have some.
Well,
My friend might have some. Let's. Okay, yeah. Then let's go to Auckland. We're walking over to Auckland's shop.
All right. You head down the way, follow the directions of the blacksmith, and you find a very small building, that is very different from the rest. It has marked in your language, Akalan, right above the doorway, and that's it. It is made of this strange pitch black stone that is almost akin to obsidian, but it's matte. It's not glass.
Glass. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like
yeah.
it's like a dark fabric. But
And
So
when you look really closely, you actually see small bits of magical runes here and there on the structure.
well, he seems to be doing well for himself.
Yeah, you walk in, and it is not a whole lot larger, but slightly larger on the inside than it is on the outside. It's still a small, humble shop made of the same material on the inside as the out. But it is lit up. It's pretty brightly lit in here, with no definitive source of light. You see a few different shelves, different racks of things, but the majority of this room is taken up by a couple tables in the back that are kind of spaced apart from each other, and they have all kinds of jars and tubes and different sort of setups with like beakers above flames, things like that. And you see your old friend, this very, very small lizard folk, probably half your size, Besmos, Akalan.
Akon, how are you? I'm gonna walk up to him and slap him across the face.
He just has time to turn around hearing you call to him before you slap him across the face and turn him all the way around again. He kind of steadies himself on his table and he goes, I really hate our national greeting.
yeah,
I agree.
And he jumps up and slaps you across the face. This kind of like jump that you weren't expecting, this kind of almost frog-like jump from him.
Yeah.
Leaping up into the air and slapping you in the face. It's a very light slap.
Of course,
But
of course.
the
I
effort
love
was made.
he's a
love
kindred spirit. He's a kindred spirit of mine.
Nevertheless, he goes, my friend, it's been so long.
Yeah, I got lost on a hunting trip, and I happened to meet a few new companions along the way, and we had to stop into town for some urgent business with the high priest, and not only that, I was hoping to reacquaint myself with some of the friends and possibly gather them for this urgent business as well.
Of course. You got
Uh,
lost on a hunting trip?
Mm-hmm.
That's not very like you.
It was something of divine nature. I'm not exactly sure of what happened. It was very confusing, and I was
Okay.
But
Well, how can I help you, friend? It's been a long time.
it has been a long time. It has. I mostly just wanted to catch up with you and browse and perhaps see how you've been doing for yourself. But my compatriots, they might have something interest. They might be of interest of some of your wares as well. As I gesture over to Maxwell and Musa, the double M's.
I am no longer. Damn it! I am no longer on his shoulder. I'm flying around near the ceiling of the room.
All right, you're flying around the ceiling of the
I'm
room,
just doing laps around the room. Yeah.
and he goes, "Well, of course, of course. I don't have a lot on me. Most of the stuff I make generally just goes out the door immediately. Um, can you keep a secret?
I can. I indeed can.
I do like to keep some things for myself.
Is that so?
Yes.
Any respectable businessman, of course, wants to make sure that he and his needs are also met, so I understand.
Listen to you, businessman.
Business.
You've been gone for, what, 6 months, and you're already talking crazy.
I apologize.
The outside world.
The outside world. It's very confusing and different from us. They're pretty crazy and weird, and I don't understand them sometimes. But whatever.
Like the words right out of my mouth.
Well, I do have a couple potions that I brewed up. Do you like the shop?
I love it. I love what you've done with it.
Yeah, I can't take responsibility for it. Zippel did this for me, but
He did this for you. I didn't know he
Yeah.
was into stonework and or do you mean the room?
less of the stonework, more of the yeah, whatever that is. It's small outside, big on the inside. It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Every time I hear Zilpip.
I do like what he's done with the place.
I do too.
I am very excited to talk with the rest, by the way, because I have stories to tell them of the outside world. It is glorious. But also,
I am eager to hear those stories.
lovely. Anyways, I will
First,
sort of, gesture over to my
Yes, and he kind of winks at you. And he goes over behind one of the tables and lifts up a small piece of stone on the ground that you can see was just like a false cover. He pulls out this very, very... It's strange. The glass of this is almost thicker than the liquid inside. There's not a lot of liquid. It's this strange kind of brownish material, and you see these little chunks of different things, inorganic matter, just like pebbles, rocks, something in there. And he holds it up to you and he goes, I have no idea what this does.
I'm interested.
And he hands it over to you.
I'll figure out what it does one way or another.
It's not like we have identifier.
He hands it to you, Besmos. And he takes out a small blue vial that has this kind of opalescent swirling blue liquid that just continues to swirl around in itself. And he hands that to you as well. And he goes, I think this makes you smaller.
I don't know.
I'm not interested in that one.
Let me. Okay, what is
I
this
would rather
potion
not
called?
be smaller than I already am.
Give me a name for both of those ones that you handed to me.
I will not.
Okay,
It's
so
their mystery potion.
okay, let me just. I guess I don't know what I should. Shit.
Just mark down you have 2 potions.
I'm just
Okay.
going to roll to figure out what they do.
Okay.
All right.
Can I make sure it's not poisonous when my skill is a poisoner? Can I do that?
You can smell it.
I'll
Give
smell.
me a nature check.
Oh, I'm bad at these. Okay. 16. That's not bad.
16. It's not bad. You're not super sure. The brown one smells very, very earthy. The blue one smells almost sickeningly sweet.
I'm gonna label.
It actually reminds you of a few smells that you smelled from home.
Oh? From what exactly? Because now I'm worried.
You're not sure.
So I'm gonna mark
Just
that one
smells
Fey.
like home.
I'm gonna mark that one Fey Wild, and I'm gonna mark the other one Earth with a question mark.
All right. You mark them down.
I'm gonna tell
What's
Besma this one smells like the Fey Wild,
Interesting.
and
Huh.
this one smells like rocks.
I suspected that. Yes.
But I wouldn't drink this one without making sure what it does. I tap the Fey Wild one. Fey Wild stuff can get pretty wild. No joke intended. That stuff can get crazy.
What's a joke?
No, it's not.
No, what's a joke?
I said Fey Wild stuff can get wild.
What's a joke?
Whatever.
We're just gonna ignore that.
So, my shop is empty. What,
Alright.
is there anything I can make for you?
I suppose you couldn't make something small enough for my good sir here, as I point to the ferry, as I point to Musa. I
mean,
suppose.
As long as he can drink it, I can make it. I don't really.
Yeah, technically I could just take
I
10
just-
bigger vials.
I just
It's not really-
brew
Sure.
things. I don't really make things.
No, I know. Is there any kind of potions you guys need? I mean, some healing potions, I suppose, wouldn't be bad.
Ian, have
Oh, of course.
yeah, healing would be good.
Sure. Do you want a lot of kind of lesser grade ones, a few better ones, or like a really good one? Because I mean, I don't know when you need them by, but
Maxwell, what do you think? Because I don't really use healing potions all that much. I usually just
I personally would take the few good ones instead of the one great one.
yeah.
That's me.
What, Maxwell?
Honestly,
When do we actually start chugging stuff? Like when we're nearly dead, right?
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, but you could get a bad roll on the one really good one and not heal much because it is
Yeah.
a roll.
We
Give
usually
me,
only-
what are the options again?
A lot of lessers, a few good ones, and one really good one.
You good stuff.
A few good ones, yeah.
few good ones. Okay. He goes, all right. I'll get right on that. Obviously, you come first, my friend.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, it's been too long. Are your friends coming with you to the feast tonight?
There's a feast tonight, you say?
There's a feast every night.
Oh, that's fair.
That is fair. We do share a lot. All right. Yes, I don't see why they wouldn't come. I'm gonna glance over at them. Would you guys like to come?
As long as someone doesn't try to eat me, yeah, sure.
As long as you don't look edible, you'll be fine.
He says in your tongue, he does look pretty tasty.
I don't know if I want to go to.
I also agree. He does look pretty tasty, I say in my tongue.
All right.
I might have someone come fetch you, perhaps, if need be, for the meeting with the high priest, because I would like all my compatriots to be there.
A meeting with the high priests? What's going on?
It is of very, very important, urgent matters. I do not wish to say at the moment, because I do not wish to induce any form of panic within the.
You see, he starts like visibly shaking at this point. He's a very jittery little dude, and he is like already anxious at the thought of something to panic over. And he goes, "Oh, sure, yeah, nothing's, yeah, okay,
I might have someone sent for you. So yes,
all right."
But I'm going to go now. I'm going to look for my friend that got lost along the way. I'm certain of it, as I kind of rubbed my forehead a little bit, and I'm going to look for the rest of the group.
All right.
Do you know where they are, perhaps? I know they're out hunting. Do you know exactly?
I believe they're on the northern side of the island. Somewhere probably northeastern.
Okay.
That's where a lot of the big game is.
Right.
But you would remember.
Of course. Do you know, perhaps, when do you think they'll be getting back anytime soon enough for them to attend the meeting? It should be within around an hour.
That depends on how well they do hunting. I don't know.
That makes sense. I might go ahead and call them back early, maybe for now. All right. Well, I will see you again soon. It has been wonderful talking with you, friend. As I smack him on the ass.
Of course, and you, and he does the same.
Lovely. I'm gonna wave by and we'll exit the store, looking for Grong, and look.
All right. Roll a survival or a perception check.
I have advantage on perception sight,
That's
so
not the bees.
that's an 18 and that's a 15, so 18.
I like my
18.
21%. Well, that's pretty great.
All right. You look around. You don't initially see Grong, but you see Musa kind of flies up in the air, and Besmos, you get the scent. Musa, you see him a couple blocks away, just kind of standing in the middle of a street, looking both ways, very confused, wondering where to go.
I'm gonna fly back down and tell Desmos that way.
Grong, the blacksmith did direct you. He gave you directions to get to the shop that he knew Besmos was heading to, but you immediately got lost.
I'm gonna
So
go to
you're
the
just kind of
closest.
standing in the street.
I'm gonna find the closest lizard folk and start asking them where the hell Besmos is.
We'll fly to Desmos.
No, you're just gonna no.
You-
Let him ask it. I want to hear that.
Okay.
Grong, you see this large, again, like larger than Besmos lizard folk, black scales. You kind of grab him by his thigh and go, "Hey, where is Besmos?"
I'm not afraid of anybody. God damn it, let's go.
And he
Tiny
goes,
man.
in very broken common, he goes, "I don't know, Tiny." And he just keeps walking.
God's be damned. All right, I'll just keep walking in a straight
I'm gonna
direction.
try and get him. Hold on.
All right, you start to walk, and you see a tiny little fairy fly up in front of your face.
Oh, it's one of those flies they were talking about. I'm gonna try and swat at it.
No, hey.
Fun fact about the flies: they actually they give the non-scaled races very bad diarrhea and also possibly something worse.
I have poison resistance.
That's canon.
This is a
That's
disease, not a
dangerous.
poison.
I have resistance to that too.
It's canon now, by the way, Wolf. Right?
I'm gonna yell, "Don't hit
Yes.
me! Come on!"
Oh, Musa, I thought you'd been eaten.
No, Besmos is over here. Come on.
All right, man. I ran into a very large. I think it was a dragonborn. I'm not gonna lie, to be honest. He spoke great common.
Oh, that's good.
Would have made a great merchant.
I don't know, Tiny. It's great, right?
Although, for some reason, everyone keeps calling me small, and I had an old man touch my beard. It's been an experience today, let me tell you.
Several people slapped you.
I'm
me
gonna
on my
touch
ass.
his beard and then start flying over to Besmos.
You little shit, you know better. Come here.
Fine, freedom.
Oh, man.
All right, you guys make your way to each other. Where would you like to go from here? It's about 15 minutes till the meeting, and it is a long way up the mountain.
Ooh.
Wait,
That's how
mountain?
Besmos Strong needs to brush his beard.
All right, what'd you say, Chess?
Grong needs to brush his beard more.
I agree. I agree. How quickly do you think we can get up if get over there?
10-15 minutes.
Oh, lovely. All right.
Because the roads are paved, if you jog up the mountain, you can get up pretty quickly.
All right. All right, let's go then. Come on, hop, boys. Let's go.
Maxwell, can I make a request?
Zoom.
So, you know how I'm kind of short? You mind carrying me, buddy?
Yeah, I'll throw you.
No, carry me. Carry
Fire!
Yeah, I'll throw you.
You pick up Grong and
You have
throw
wings.
him about 100 yards up the hill. Where
You have
he
wings. You have wings. Why are you?
he already used the wings for today.
Oh, the one time you.
Wolf, I'm gonna catch him.
I'm gonna catch.
You catch him like a football. Roll just a general dexterity check,
Just me.
Besmos. Yeah.
If I cast Fairy Fire on him, does that
That's a
help?
13.
The 13.
If I Fairy Fire Grom,
You-
make it more obvious.
You get within about 10 feet of him before he slams into the side of the mountain. You don't take any damage, but the wind is knocked out of you.
Oh, gods. Good news, boys. My stone sense tells me this is a mountain.
By this time,
How much damage?
no
None.
damage.
Okay.
But by this time, Maxwell has caught up to you again and grabs you and throws you again up the mountain.
God damn it,
Alright.
Maxwell.
And
No.
this
Alright,
this
we're
repeats
going-
for the next about 10 minutes.
You asked.
You don't take any damage as you don't really fall down. You're being thrown upwards, but you are going to have bruises.
Maxwell.
It's practice for the maneuver.
I'm just imagining all the lizard folk just staring in utter confusion as he's being
As this
they-
giant cyclops throws a Duragar up a mountain.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
My stone cunning still says this is a mountain. We've got a problem.
while this is going on, while I'm walking, I'm going to give a history lesson to Musa about the city.
Yeah,
I don't know what about, but I'll give him a history lesson.
yeah, knowledge from Musa.
All right. You inform Musa on some of the various histories and tales of this city.
I'm gonna keep a
You make
book
your way
called
up.
Politics of the world. It's okay. History of the world. I got this.
I had a character who was writing that book before.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. No, it was no idea.
None of those characters can survive. Sorry, guys. But
I'll get
nevertheless,
the
you make your way up. Again, this large palace is really the only instance where you see anything like columns. You see in the very front there are these load-bearing columns that kind of hold up this massive palace, the bottom of it, as they themselves are kind of posts into the ground of the mountain. And you see this really like 40-foot waterfall as this stream of water falls down out of this kind of groove cut into the palace, down to the mountain where it there trickles down. You guys make your way up the side of the palace, and into this kind of initial meeting chamber, where you see a lot of the high priests have gathered, and they are still waiting on the priest from the temple of what was her name? Mesli. And he should be coming with one more priest.
Lovely.
Couple minutes pass as everyone's just kind of standing in this tense silence as they don't know why they've been gathered here, but they know it cannot be good.
Nah, it's totally good. What do you mean?
And kind of out of breath, you see this older lizard folk that that brought you into the temple of Esli before to see your wife. He comes up into the palace, very out of breath, and behind him you see this female lizard folk of Quetzali.
Okay. Okay.
They all gather up, and they all, knowing that you were the one that called them together, they all just look to you.
Alright. Is the Lord there also, by the way?
Is what?
The Lord there also, by the way?
Nope. The Lord is not here.
Okay. The Lord is in his room sleeping, I'm assuming. Okay. Okay. I'm going to, of course, walk up to them, and I'm going to, do a polite little bow to all of them, as they are, the people that not only run this place, but they are revered within my culture. So,
Of course.
um,
They accept it and kind of give these shallow bows back.
High Priest, I regret to inform you that I believe that we, as a people, will have to bear arms for the first time in ages.
You guys have bare arms.
Technically, yes, I know, but yeah, we will have to bear arms for the first time in ages. We are. It is expected that we will be in conflict with a actual breathing devil.
You see, as you say that, there's some murmuring between each other, just kind of whispering some uneasiness.
I request that we send forth not only an army, but a colony as well, as I have learned of some possible colonization locations in order to not only save our people, but to act as a point of invasion against this land that has been corrupted by this evil entity. Not only to save the less... I'm saying this in my tongue, by the way.
Right.
Not only to save the less fortunate races from a horrible, horrible fate, but to save our people as well. I request that this army be placed under my command, as well as to bring my compatriots, as I gesture over to Musa, Maxwell, Grong, along with me on the battle, and my compatriots from here as well, in order to assist in not only setting up the colony, but in this warfare, in this conflict. And I sort of step back, allowing them to speak.
Okay. The high priest of I don't even know how you pronounce that one.
You can just call them by their actual name. It's fine.
The high priest of Pelor.
Okay.
And their city, they know him as a different name, but
it's fine. Don't worry about it.
yeah. He steps forward, being one of the more respected high priests of them, as Pelor is one of the more worshipped gods in the city. And he goes, Desmos, while this is troubling, we are not a people that actively go into combat with other peoples. We are hunters, we feed ourselves, but we are peaceful. What you're asking would be to leave us helpless, defenseless, without most of our sources of food. If you were to bring all the fighting men and women, all the hunters with you.
I do not wish to take all of them, sir. If that makes...
How many?
How many, from a rough estimate, Wolf, this is out of character, how many how many hunters are there possibly here? Because I would imagine there is a ton of hunters still, either way, and even a decent portion, even like a relatively small portion, like 25%, I would imagine, would still be quite a lot of them. Like,
there are upwards of 200,000 hunters. This is a city that spans across an island. This is yeah. This is oh, thank you. Yeah, this is no average city. This is no average nation. This is an entire country crammed into
an island. Yeah.
An island. Yeah. Easily upwards of 200,000 by your best estimates.
Out of character, how much do you think you guys, I mean, like the party, how much do you think that we would that
all of them
would be?
It depends on how many other armies we can recruit.
We need as many. I mean, honestly, I think at this point the best we could offer is them land. I mean, we could offer to build a massive extension to the city for the lizard folk themselves to establish themselves and hunt around the area. It's not like
on whose authority.
If we manage to save this city, I mean, they better fucking accept us.
They think we're criminals. Fuck them.
For right now, I mean, Wait, I have a question, Wolf.
Yeah.
So I assume this is being spoken in Besmos at this point. As
if you guys wish to mean to not do so.
No, that's fine.
I mean, you could tap me on the shoulder or something. And
No,
I can change.
you're good. I'm just curious if I was able to recognize the term Palor.
The word was never said.
Oh, okay.
Paler was never said.
Oh, okay. I wanted to make
It's
sure.
yeah.
Because I'm like, wait, shit, I know who that is.
I don't believe we will need all. I wouldn't want us to take all either. It leaves us too open to attack from colonizers. We know that they have tried to take our lands before, and I doubt that they would be very inclined to do so again. I do believe that this is possibly a way to help save our people, though. For the first time, we have a absolute certainty there is land beyond us that we can. We can reach the land relatively easily as long as because I remember where we're going, right? Like I remember.
You know where it is on the map? It's on the other side of the world.
Yes.
It's a hard sail.
It would be a long voyage.
It is a very, very long voyage, but it is a certainty that it is there. It would definitely be dangerous, but I believe that not only would it save our people, but it could possibly save all peoples. I believe that this is clearly the best choice of action, as if we stand by and idle and do nothing, it is very likely that our fate will be met with such the same as this foreign city, which their entire, I don't know how to describe it particularly, but district of intellectuals, their entire district was leveled effectively twice by this devil. And I do not wish the same to happen to us. I believe we need to combat this threat before anything happened. If I remember right, it was basically leveled.
Wait, it was this motherfucker? This dude?
Yeah.
This devil's the one who...
Yeah, that's the guy.
Wait, that's the bastard that made a fucking deal with Hawk that caused me to lose my... Oh, now I'm a lot more motivated.
That's him. Yep, that's the guy that fucked your religion.
I'm suddenly more motivated.
You want to march in hell now? I thought you picked that up. Yeah, no.
No, I didn't, because I didn't remember Wolf ever saying the name of the guy.
He didn't when he met with me, but no, that's him.
Yep. Anyways, yeah, and I'll step back and allow them to speak again.
They talk amongst themselves for a good 10 minutes before, again, this kind of older lizard folk man with the robes of Palor steps forward again. And Grong, these, you wouldn't recognize them. You would recognize some iconography of the sun, but no holy symbols that you've ever seen.
Okay, no worries.
He does bear a holy symbol, just nothing you've ever seen before.
Well, he hasn't been hostile to me, so I'm assuming it's not someone I have to worry about, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut during this.
Right. He steps forward again and he goes, if you wish to set up a colony, you do know where this land is.
Yes, I've seen it. I've seen our location, and I've seen their location within a world map, a map that spans the entire world. However, I was not able to gather this map as he was not really willing to part with it. But I remembered it to the best of my ability. And I'm certain my friends also know the way, as I will point to Grong, Maxwell, and Musa to get there.
And you are absolutely sure that you can lead our people to this new land?
Wolf, am I absolutely sure?
No, you tell me. You tell me.
You tell him. You
Gives
I
a thumbs
tell-
up.
thumbs up. Yeah.
I look him dead in the eye and I say, yes.
I was fully expecting a no. That would have been hilarious.
Yes.
He,
We are also. I'm also willing to set up colonies along the journey to there as well. So not only that, we will have several locations, not only which we can further expand, but there will at least be one successful attempt. I can
he
promise
nods.
that.
And he goes, okay. Well, this is very daunting, but also this sounds very promising. We will have our workers begin to build ships. By our best estimate, to construct all the ships we need will take about 6 months.
I'm going to look over to my party mates and I'm going to translate that portion.
You didn't have enough time.
I'm looking at the guys. I'm gonna say, we could create a teleportation, a permit
I'm
teleportation.
gonna nudge him in the elbow, and I'm gonna do like gesture for him to bow first.
Oh, I'm not speaking to the rest of the group or to the.
Speaking to you.
I'm talking
I thought
to the
you were
group.
Okay, I thought you were talking because when you said the group, I assumed you meant that.
No.
Okay.
We could ask Joe and see if me and him can set up a teleportation circle, maybe to make it permanent here. But we do have other things we do need to do. We do need to return to find Cyclops or Giants that hopefully Maxwell can figure out something to do with. And we still have the Fey folk we need to attend to, so it may take us time. It may take us days. We can't be sure. But it would be worth asking Joe more about this and what he would recommend.
Musa will interject. I would gather the Fey folk last, as I don't have strong connections, and we would have to show that we're able to move more people to prove why they should move in the first place.
I mean, Maxwell doesn't have strong connection to the Cyclops
Yeah,
or Giants either.
No, but they respect power a little more than random assorted Fey folk.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
But if I can prove to the Fey folk that they're actually threatened, then I don't think they'd mind moving, because it would be their own lives at risk as well, whether they move or not.
Either way, if worse comes to it, I can speak to my own clan and they could set your people up with a place to locate for the time being. It wouldn't hurt. We have strongholds all over, and having someone to barter with and be around would always be of value. So,
okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and explain that to the council. I'll go ahead and explain how.
Well,
They speak common,
Right,
so they heard all
hear,
of that.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they. Okay,
oh wait, you
Yes.
speak common? Oh,
yeah, I'm going to respond. Yes, we all speak common here.
oh,
Still, they learned it from someone.
Joe.
Yeah, that bastard's been the cause of all of this. I'm gonna.
Yeah, so you explain that to all of them, and they go, so, what would you like? Would you like us to begin building ships, or would you like to pursue your magical route? And he says this in the lizard folk tongue. He's really only talking to Besmos right now.
That's fair.
How likely is it for Joe to help us out right now?
I mean,
Unlikely.
but we can ask. It can't hurt to try.
I don't know if he wants to leave his bunker right now with everything.
He's
going on.
here in the island with us. He's hanging out.
No,
He's hanging out.
He's been here before. He's been here before. He's not here right now.
Yeah, he teleported us here.
He is on the island.
Yeah, he never
Oh.
left.
As far as you saw, like when you went into the temple district, he just walked away. He started walking further into the city.
Okay, I'll
Don't
go
summon.
ahead and call 6 then
Oh no.
and see if it comes.
All right.
Scare the shit out of these
You
people.
say 6, and you see Joe appears, and he goes, "Hey, what's up? I was just catching up with some people."
Oh, hey Joe. We were curious as to
Hey!
whether
I know you!
Oh no.
Go Hall!
Oh my fucking god.
Of course he does.
He rushes over to this very, very elderly female lizard folk, wearing robes of the Wild Mother, Melora.
Oh no, Granny's getting cheated on. Oh no.
And he runs over and slaps her in the face. You see she has a big old grin on her face, and she slaps him back.
Oh, Granny's gonna shank him.
And he goes, "It's been so long." They have a little conversation. He got summoned and instantly just forgot that you summoned him.
nice.
Do I have message? One sec, let me check. I need to let him.
I'll just wait a little bit to see if they finish.
Yeah, it takes about a solid minute, but Joe notices that everyone's kind of staring at him, and he goes, "Oh," and in perfect lizard folk tongue, he goes, "Pardon me, I've been to the island before. I actually know her from my youth."
He was young.
And he kind of steps back from the woman, and heads back over to Besmos, and he goes, "So, what's up?"
So we were curious as if you could perhaps set up some sort of teleportation circle in order to help transport my people over to the city in question. Or perhaps places along the way as well. But that portion doesn't really matter as long as we can get to, the one location.
Probably not in the city. Probably
Not in the city.
a few miles out.
Yeah, a decent
I mean,
ways away.
I have teleportation circles just about everywhere.
That's always useful.
It is. If
It really just depends. Can I talk to you? Just
course.
me and you for a second. And he
course.
pulls you to this kind of outside, huge. I mean, to call it this patio is the vastest understatement of the century. It's this massive overhang, where you see those pillars are jutting down out of this kind of raised platform, into the side of the mountain with this spring stream kind of running through and into that waterfall. And he just goes, "So, I understand where you're coming from, okay? I understand that your people, to survive with the way that they live their lives, must expand to other areas of the world. However, and I'm saying this in the nicest way I possibly can,
I feel like I know what's coming.
you are the largest invasive species I have ever witnessed."
And I'm going to say,
That is a
what do you-
really bad thing.
What do you mean?
I mean, if given access to the rest of the world, you could devour it. In time, of course, but
It'll happen. Mm.
I mean, we respect the world here. We don't eat excess more than we need, and we eat as much as.
Yeah, but I don't think that matters with how fast you breed.
Right, but you eat and you screw and you eat and you screw and you eat and you screw constantly. Children on children on children for your entire lives. I've been around a long time. Your island has been at max capacity for the entirety of my life. I don't know when your people got here, or how or why, but it does not take time for them to overcome the land around them. I just want you to be sure that you are willing to sacrifice other parts of the world for your nation.
Yes.
Not even a second thought, willing to screw over the world.
Doesn't even ask the party, nothing.
Just willing to screw the world. Yep. All right.
He shrugs and he goes, "All right, well,
I know where Besmus's allegiances
anyone to lecture anyone on ethics. So, as long as you're cool with that, let's head back in."
Okay.
He brings you back in and he goes, "I can absolutely teleport your people to really any part of the world that you would like. What is the goal here?"
To set up a colony and to eventually launch an invasion force to repel the evil from the city in which your lab is in.
I don't think we need to worry about logistics. We're just gonna straight up teleport onto the college.
Mm-hmm.
I can only do so many at a time, is
Fair.
the problem.
Yeah, which is why we should probably, have some. We should probably do it as soon as possible, and not only that, but do it in a relatively safe area with a very defendable position with relative ease of access to that city.
What about that mountain? You know the one where we got, involved with the Phoenix?
Actually, yeah. How defensible is that mountain, and how far away from it is that city?
Isn't there like a fortress already there?
Damn it.
Not even a question.
Listen, I had to ask.
In any universe ever.
Nothing what
I
we're doing,
apologize.
guys.
I was just looking at a very interesting question. Can you say what you said again?
I want to hear this.
I'll tell you guys the question after recording. Yeah, well, I mean, the mountain where we fought the Phoenix may be a good place for them to be put at for the.
Oh, that fort.
Yeah, I mean, the people there, I assume, are allied with the church or with that college at this point, and even if they're not, they'll probably become our enemies. As it seemed the Empire was backing the college. So, if we take it, that'll give them a good foothold to stay in, and I highly doubt that the college is going to try and attack a mountain hold of a bunch of cannibalistic lizards, if you pardon my speaking.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Joe goes, I mean, I can get you there if that's what you would like.
Question, like just out of character. How comfortable was it? Like, I'm not really looking for comfort, but how comfortable was it? Like, for Besmus to be there.
You're warm-blooded.
Or, it was all right.
Oh, it was all right.
The mountain was not great. You were very cold there. But in the actual city, on that lower elevation, it wasn't anywhere near tropical, but you could still sun yourself.
Okay. I'm gonna say. However, this location isn't the perfect climate for our people. It is quite cold, but it is possibly doable.
It's a staging ground, if anything.
It is very defensible, and it is definitely a staging ground in order for us to expand further.
And there will be game. I can speak to the clan to have them provide weapons and items of value to your people to arm them and prep them for war. But I look at Besmos and go, I think I speak for all of us in this case. You do know that you're bringing your people into a war. This isn't something that you can just walk away from. Many of them will probably die.
Yes, and I'm sure they'll understand this. I don't really think I need to explain much of my culture, but we are relatively selfless.
You need to be willing to take accountability, though, for that factor. These are your people. We won't ask you to do this if you're not willing to, but this will kill. This could wipe out your entire species for all that go there. We could lose. Remember that.
Very much could. But we very much could also win.
Okay.
And
I think odds are against us here, I'm going to be honest.
and I'm going to look over to the council and I'm going to say, I think that an actual successful opportunity for a colony is worth that risk. Not threatened, but because I'm going to be honest, I'm tired of.
We believe the same.
Okay.
Our people have been leaving the island for hundreds of years to what seems to be no avail. Whatever they are encountering in the world or in the water around us.
It's a four-headed shark.
Seems to be worth going around if we can. We've just never had that option before. Nevertheless, how many can your man take at a time?
Ask Joe, of course, yeah.
You mean the fight or?
And Joe goes, well, theoretically I could take about 10,000 a day.
Damn, up
Holy
top.
shit.
In a fight, right?
Sure. And he just kind of winks at you.
Up top.
All right. The priests kind of discuss this for a little while longer, and they go, all right, Besmos, you will lead them. You will establish our new colonies. You will look over them, and you will lead our people into battle.
Thank you.
He's had experience with the KF crap.
Shut up. Don't mention that. Don't mention that.
Wait, did you tell him about the fact you killed a white dragon? Might
By
give
the
you
way,
more clout.
Do they know what a dragon is?
Yeah.
No, where's the skull? I need that skull. I want that skull.
In order to help establish credibility, we also have felled an ancient white dragon. So we are more than capable of in battle.
Well, some of us more than others. As I look at Musa.
And speaking of, where's the hides and stuff, like the bones and stuff?
Back
The white.
probably at the
They
bar
were
at
at KF Crab.
along with
Yeah.
Larry.
Gone.
Along with they're
Larry.
gone.
Yeah, Larry's still there, man. We lost him.
F in the chat for Larry. We'll have to do it. We have to do a covert rescue mission for Larry.
Musa, we have a mission for you.
We have to smuggle Larry out of there.
Smuggle Larry and grab the skull.
Yep.
And the skull, yes. Anyways, yeah, so
Didn't we skull to Grong's people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No. Oh,
We don't-
okay.
gave the skull away willingly. That's gone.
Okay. Oh, but yes. I'm going to thank the high priest for this opportunity. I will, and I will not let you all down. This will be wonderful. That's all I can say. Thank
They nod. You look outside and you see the sun is starting to set. You see masses and masses, just hordes of figures. They look like ants from this far away, but you see lizard folk swarming back into the city, carrying all kinds of beasts with them. Getting ready for feeding time.
Oh no.
I'm getting back to the armor.
You see
Get out of
Joe
here.
kind of rubs his hands together and he goes, "Oh, this is what I missed the most."
This is what I.
Oh,
Uh,
Moose is just say, I don't want to get eaten. I'm going to dive in Grong's
I'm
armor.
going to say to Joe, Joe, have you tried Lizardman cuisine before? It is
Of course.
wonderful.
yeah, it looks like Joe's tried more than just the cuisine as I look at him with a glare.
I don't blame him. Our women are wonderful too.
Yeah, Granny's gonna be real happy to hear about this one, Joe.
Hey, Grong, it was hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, she still stabs her son over something stupid, it's still this day, and it's probably been 100 years.
I just poke my head out. Joe, I really do like to gossip. I'll
I
poke
would
my
not,
head-
would not blackmail the one.
Are you
Lich.
threatening me?
No,
I'm
I'm going to do it regardless.
I just shove Musa back in the armor and go, keep quiet.
I will kill him.
If the
you
lizard
have
folk
my-
don't eat him first.
If the lizard folk, yeah, that is true. I'm going to say to him in lizard. I'm going to say to him in my tongue. He is quite tasty.
I'm not leaving the armor.
He,
I will
he
mention.
says back in perfect lizard folk, "Yeah, he does look pretty tasty."
Whoa, man.
We do still. I look to Joe and look to Maxwell, Musa, and Besmos. Go, Besmos. We should announce today that the Durgar will be officially allied with the lizard folk for the new colonies. This will be the best we can do with the clan.
Okay.
All right. So tonight we feast. Tomorrow I'll start teleporting people.
And tomorrow I
Wonderful.
gotta figure out how
That
to
is-
call Granny.
I would have it no other way. I will ask the council members for one more thing. I would appreciate if my compatriots, not only these ones, but the compatriots from this island, could join me as well, as they're like family to me.
Was that even
At
an
this point.
option that we weren't coming?
No.
Family?
No, my actual actual family.
His
Oh.
fan.
I'm honored. Let me start growing some scales here.
Well, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sure they would love to see this new land with you.
Wonderful.
Oh, it's time
Let
to
us-
break out the wine.
All right.
Let's get the wine
Uh,
and the meats.
you-
boys.
You all head down into the city, and head actually a little bit outside of where the main houses and buildings and businesses are. And you see, this is nothing new to you, Besmos, but Grong, Maxwell, and Musa, you see these massive 40-foot tall mounds, these bonfires of wood just burning high into the sky. And you see the largest spits that you have ever seen that carry 10 to 12 to 16, depending on the size, huge sized dinosaur creatures on them. Some are even gargantuan.
That's a lot of meat.
And you see these bonfires go for 6, 7, 800 yards
Oh,
in this massive strip, and there are probably 8 strips of these fires. These lizard folk, they know how to eat. They know how to party. You see some of them bringing down some of the cooked dinosaur creatures. I mean, it smells delicious. You have no idea what kind of herbs or spices they put on these, but it smells amazing. You guys feast. You guys eat till you're full. Twice. They eat kind of savagely. They still make sure that everyone is getting enough food, but as the dinosaurs are brought off the spits, everyone just dives into them, tearing into them with their hands and their jaws. You see Joe mutters under his breath something, and everybody just slows down to a halt, and he goes, "Quick, now!" And he jumps into the pile as he stopped time, and he begins shoving food in his face.
man, grab us some pieces.
I'm taking this with me into the armor. Get me out of here.
I'm not going anywhere near that meat. I don't want to be bitten.
I call dibs on that one as I grab an entire large ass beast and I just start shoveling all of it into my mouth.
Oh, dear God.
Besmos unhinges his jaw.
I'm joining in. I'm gonna use my bulk just to scare people.
Oh god.
Nobody's moving right now.
Everyone's time frozen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
You guys shove as much in. Time is frozen for like 3 minutes.
Pull up my utensils and grab a piece.
Everything. You just with a fork and knife cut small pieces off.
For once.
I take that's enough for my entire meal. I'm going back into the armor. That's all
Yeah, you guys feast. You be merry. They do have alcohol on the island.
I'm
They
interested.
do distill what looks to be the ones that have more practice in the common tongue describe it to you as what they actually call to be devil fruit.
Yes.
It's
Bring
this red kind of thorned spiked fruit similar to a dragon fruit but much larger, and on the inside it's kind of like an orange, but it is blood red. And not citrusy. It's this kind of strange, almost minty sweet taste. And they distill that down and turn that into alcohol.
Bring it to me.
Yeah, and they do. They do. They bring barrels and barrels and barrels out for the masses.
I am going to drink a keg if I get a chance.
She's gonna drink the entire city dry.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm good. Wait, again, is this poison technically?
Technically.
Alright. 16. Like,
16.
uh-huh.
Good, not great.
Especially
You
when I
don't
have
end up
+7.
throwing up, but you get absolutely plastered.
Yes! I'm gonna throw my Amusa out to the crowd as a joke.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I will throw you around the armor like a rat. I will not be touched.
You're going to tear.
Grong, you guys are gonna roll opposing grapple checks. So Grong athletics versus Moose's athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics. I don't want to be touched.
Come here, Musa!
No,
Be my
17.
friend.
Fuck you.
God damn it, I
Fuck
could have
you.
14.
He's a tiny little dude, and you're just too drunk at this point.
Come here, Musa!
You
No.
end up You end up throwing a stick into the crowd that you're pretty confident was Musa.
Fly, Musa, make it pretty.
Just falls on the floor.
You
Flat.
see it just hit someone in the head and falls.
Oh, he must drink too.
Nevertheless,
Staying very still.
you hear throughout this huge feeding ground, the different priests actually disperse and not silencing everyone, not like these huge displays of power or order. They just go around informing all the people of the city in their groups that they've already huddled into that there's going to be fighting, there is going to be war, and at the end there is going to be a new colony for your people. About an hour into the feasting, Besmos, and you know these feastings to go on well into the night. Your people know how to party.
Indeed. Every single day.
Work hard, play hard, every single day. You hear Besmos, and you turn similarly to what happened between you and Akalan. You turn around just in time to see Yaoldal running up, this absolute behemoth of a lizard folk, standing easily like 4 or 5 feet above you, this hulking wall of meat and muscle. He runs up to you and with his full strength slaps you in the face. You do take 12 points of damage. He did knock some teeth out and all of the meat that was already in your mouth.
Yodel.
And then he wraps you up in a huge hug.
I try my best to hug him back as hard as he is doing to me.
It's absolutely impossible, and you would have it no other way.
Exactly. I love this guy. I slap him on the back.
He kind of slams you down to the ground on your feet, not like forcefully or anything,
Yeah,
just not knowing his own strength.
Yeah.
Slams you to the ground and he goes, "My friend, it's been too long."
It indeed has. I got lost on a hunt, and due to some sort of divine circumstance, I believe. And but I've returned, and I bring good news for our people. I'm sure you've already heard.
I have. It's quite exciting. I hope you'll take me, and you feel a tiny hand slap you across the face as you see this small little lizard folk about the size of Akalan jump up and slap you as Zippel, this small little lizard folk guy, slaps you in the face and he goes, "You better be taking us with you."
I implored to the council that I could take all of you with me. Do not worry. Every single one of you.
Yes! Man, I've been itching for something new.
There's plenty new there. You'll fit right in. Trust me. I'm gonna tell him stories about like these mages, since you know he's him, and he's been trying to figure out all that kind of stuff. And I want to regale to him stories and tales about them and what I've seen.
He is
it's all new to us.
Wide-eyed listening to all of this. You see at one point he actually takes out a small book and starts writing things down in it. He is super interested. A few minutes later, this similarly colored lizard folk just calmly walks up to you. And he goes, "Besmos." He looks really just like you, honestly. For the rest of you, it's hard to tell a lot of these people apart. Um, they all look relatively like each other, just bigger and smaller. Balam looks exactly like Besmos. And he just calmly walks up, slaps you in the face, and then brings you into a long hug. And he goes, "Brother, I thought you were dead."
You think I would leave you that easy?
Yeah. No, I didn't think so, but eventually you just never came back. Your wife insisted that you were alive somewhere, but
I
you were
knew
gone for a long time.
I apologize. I tried to make it here as quickly as I could.
Well, it's good to see you.
It is good
And
to see you.
I am excited to be coming with you.
Of course, I wouldn't have it any other way.
You
By
guys...
the way, these are
Yeah.
my compatriots as I introduce, all of my lizard folk family to
Introduce me if I stay
Yeah.
hidden. Don't touch me.
group.
You introduce them, Maxwell and Grong. I mean, Musa, you can still see out of the little holes in the armor. He introduces Yaodel, this absolute behemoth of a lizard folk, larger than any you've seen in the city. And at his side, you see he carries a literal tree, which you assume is his weapon.
Didn't
I
you
don't
call
want the
me
greeting
tiny
from him.
earlier?
I don't want the greeting from him. He's scary.
You see Balam, the one that looks like him, is very similarly scaled, about the same height, all the way down to the same eye color. He looks the same, except he's just a little bit skinnier, a little more lithe, and you see he wears these cloaks that are slightly molded and painted to look like the surrounding jungle. You see he has a strung bow over his shoulder. And you see Zippel, this very, very small, very tiny lizard folk, probably about 3 feet tall, who has black scales. Sorry? Yeah. Oh, it's great. It's not super sweet, but it's really yummy. Yeah. This little lizard folk with pitch black scales, but you see in these strange patterns, it's almost like everything just got bleached. It looks like this strange spread of almost lightning that kind of goes down the back of his head, down his back, and up his arms. That's just bleached white across his black scales. And you see he has a little book at his side. Yeah, and Akalan, another small, lizard folk, with green scales just comes up. He gives the lizard folk greeting to all of you. And he has an armful of little bottles, 3 greater healing potions, to give to you, Besmos, to disperse amongst you and your friends.
I will
And
give
he
them
goes,
all to Maxwell.
I hope
'Cause I'm pretty
I,
that's gonna
I hope I didn't miss the entire party.
No, not the entire party. There's plenty left. Don't worry.
Alright. You introduce them, you guys party, and you party hardy till the sun comes up. It seems the village, they are all extremely excited, too excited to stop partying, as they are getting ready to go on this adventure. That will definitively save their people in the end. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
All right. Give me a moment. And